Yo, neighbors. Baldy Locks reviews. Listen, I know it's been a couple weeks. Anyway, I'm back. So, let's get right into it. Last week, Hasbro Pulse ships out before Walmart the retro exclusive line. So they shipped out Storm Shadow and Zartan. I was one of the first to get them. And as featured on my buddy Lawrence's channel, A Punk with Toys, this is how mine came in. Completely crushed in a small box. A ton of people across social media got them just like this. Now, I did reach out to Hasbro. They did send me in replacements, which I will open. But Pulse, come on, man. You're for the collector. It's not that I'm mad. I'm disappointed. Look at what I mean, what? That's ridiculous. All right, man, coming up. So, last week, like I said, Hasbro Pulse ships out well before Walmart. Well, maybe not well before. Walmart starts shipping this week, and I have examples from them as well. I couldn't tell you exactly what happened here. Now, I have a bunch of friends that most people got them like this, completely crushed cards. A lot of people got them in really nice condition. So it probably comes down to distribution center, where they're shipping from within the country. There's a variety of reasons why some people got them crushed, shipped in a small box, and why some people got them in great condition. Now, I reached out to Hasbro, and they were very quick to move for me. They were very quick to send replacements, which I have. I'm going to open them up right now to see the condition they're in. They are in a bigger box. But like, what happened here? So when you think of Hasbro Pulse, you think of Hasbro Pulse as it's a collector's website, okay? They know who their audience is. There's a bulk of collectors who are mint on card or mint in box collectors. They don't open their figures. Now, I am a collector that opens, but I also keep some stuff boxed or some stuff on card. I'm kind of like somebody of both worlds, right? Like Blade, or somebody even cooler than that, Ariel, the Little Mermaid, part of two worlds, right? I like to have certain things carded. Most of the retro line, I have no intention of opening. I did open Gung Ho, I did open Lady J, and I opened Retro Zartan. I have a review on him already. That was from a friend overseas. But regardless, the retro line, I like, that's a displayable piece, right? For some reason, somebody put them on these flimsy cards so stuff like this would happen. I have no idea why they're on such flimsy cards. They should be on, if you've seen any of the Marvel retro stuff, they have a very thick card back. Now, I know this isn't retro. This is the upcoming Spider-Verse movie. But it's still on the retro card style. It's got a harder card back. Why they went with a flimsy thing for G.I. Joe, I have no idea. But for hardcore collectors who like to keep things on the card, this is no good. Knowing the fiasco they went through last year with Walmart, I don't really remember Hasbro Pulse doing this to too many customers. But this time around, for some reason, a lot of customers got it like this. And some people might consider this damage. Some people might not consider it damage because they're openers. But know the audience. Right? When you're ordering from Hasbro Pulse, it should be the epitome. It should be the epitome. It should be the standard. It should be the platinum. It should be the vendor that all other vendors want to emulate. When you're for the collector, you should have the best packaging. Now, I've gotten some figures from friends or vendors overseas, and it comes all the way from either Asia or France or the UK with no problem. This thing is mint because it was packed amazingly. So why isn't Pulse doing something like that? Now, I'm going to tell you, their customer service was amazing. Very quick to respond. I sent pictures. They were very quick to do a replacement order. I will pop this open to see how they came out. But what happened? Why would Hasbro Pulse send something out like that? Now, nobody in the warehouses, nobody maliciously got up and said, I'm going to ruin all these people's days. There's people behind this. They're being tracked on productivity numbers. It's all about getting the product out. It's about how many you can pick in an hour. I don't blame them. If you look at like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, they send stuff out because they are vendors who service collectors and they pack stuff well. So why isn't Hasbro Pulse doing that? I don't know. Hasbro, you've got to do better. Now, I do expect, let me show you something here. Walmart last year, when the first round of retros came out, mailer, mailer, mailer. I sound like the ant in that commercial. Expired, expired, expired.
Expired, expired, expired.
Last year, Walmart sent out a whole bunch. They did it again this year. This is a Walmart exclusive, right? They did the same thing. Now, even Best Buy did it with this Batman Hush figure. All right. Like for something like this, I'm an opener, not so much for the retro classified. These are display pieces. They're a little bit different than the classified line. This I'm going to open up anyway, but if I were a mint in box DC McFarlane collector, I'd be upset, man. Hasbro, McFarlane, Mattel, they all need to reach out to their vendors and come up with a better plan than this. Whether you plan to open it and I open up the bulk of my collection, I do feel for the collectors that are strictly mint on card, mint in box collectors. Now, Walmart even got this portion wrong. Walmart's got to fix their pre-order system. The majority of retro classified collectors pre-ordered Zartan and Storm Shadow last year. Almost everyone I know got a delayed shipping notice. Then it was available online. If you placed a new order, it would ship. The other pre-orders were still delayed. I reached out. I asked them, hey, can you place a new order so it ships? And can we cancel my existing order? Walmart was very good about placing a new order for me. But not only did I get this because they were shipped in mailers, the 2 Storm Shadow that I got that did come in a box came in great condition. They're number 35 classified. Now, I know it sounds ridiculous, but if you're a collector looking for these things, there's a big difference between the two of these figures. There's a big difference, especially what if you only collect this line, right? There's a big difference between the two figures. So overall, it's just very disappointing. Hasbro should be working with their vendors. McFarlane should be working with their vendors to not ship stuff in bubble mailers. The bulk of the people buying this are people in their 30s, 40s, 50s. They're collectors. They want nice boxes that they could either display or maybe for resale value later, whether you're opening or not. You shouldn't be getting product like this. Like, there's people that want to share this with their kids. You can't give this as a gift. That's ridiculous, man. Now, again, for the most part, my experience has always been great with Hasbro Pulse. I told you they were very quick about sending me a replacement. I'm going to pop this open, see what kind of condition they come in. But if Hasbro Pulse, if Walmart wants to save money and not refund people on damages or anything like that, they got to just take better care. Work with your warehouse team. Your warehouse team is the backbone of your operation. Those people picking in your warehouse need to be taken care of. The information needs to be shared with them. This stuff needs to be sent out at a higher standard, especially if it's coming from Hasbro Pulse, where a lot of people pay a $50 membership annually. I know that almost anybody can log on and order some stuff, But when it comes to the exclusive, they sell out so quickly that you should not be shipping it like that. So let's see how these look. Always be careful opening because you don't want to score your cards. I always just put a little poke on the end there and then tear the rest open. They taped it down. That's actually pretty cool. They taped it down so it wouldn't move in transit. This is how it should have went out in the first place. Don't wait for a customer to email you or call and complain. You know who your customer is. It's collectors. Send it out right. These things are wrapped. At this point, if something were to get damaged, it would be on me. Paper in between each card. Now that's a mint card. No creases. Beautiful mint. And it's the correct Storm Shadow. Now that's a pack job. Whoever packed that is either a collector or had the right instruction. So that should be the Hasbro Pulse standard when shipping these cards out. These are beautiful. These look great. It's extremely appreciated when it comes in nice like that because these figures are not cheap. They're not cheap. People are paying a premium to get them, patiently waiting a year. This is how they should come in. So I do want to say thank you to Hasbro Pulse. Thank you to the customer rep that helped me out. Thank you to the employee that picked this and packed it up and did a really nice job. Now, the bonus here is that Hasbro Pulse said that I can keep these damaged figures and that I can donate them. So I'm going to donate two. I'm going to offer one up to a subscriber who is not able to get their hands on one of these. I'll give you your choice of Storm Shadow or Zartan, and then the rest will get donated. So there's a positive there. I'll make sure they get into the hands of somebody who's going to enjoy them. So I wanted to make a quick video just to share my experience, the positive outcome. Hasbro Pulse, your customer service team, and your warehouse guys that got the right information for picking, top notch. So I truly appreciate it. I appreciate the opportunity to donate the damaged card figures. I'll make sure they get into the right hands. It gives me an opportunity to share with one of the subscribers here. I do want to offer you one tip. When you place an order, if you're a collector, make sure you click the gift option. You have a higher percentage from Walmart to get it in a box. Now, I do expect Walmart or Best Buy, because they're big box stores, to continue to use the mailers. They're trying to get things out the door, and it's not just collectibles. They don't have a strong focus on toys or the collectible world. So I do expect it from them. Hasbro Pulse, I hope, has learned something from this little fiasco. I'm sure going forward, after the complaints from this past week, after the replacements, they're going to continue to do a nice pack job like they did with this second batch for me. Hopefully you guys all had a better experience. If you didn't, definitely reach out to Hasbro. They will take care of you. They did a really fantastic job of taking care of me. So hopefully feedback like this will prevent them from doing that again in the future. Anyway, Hasbro Pulse, thanks for taking care of me. I do have a lot of videos coming up, a few things that I'm lagging behind on, but I do plan to shoot out a whole bunch of videos in the next couple weeks, and it's not just going to be G.I. Joe content. I do have a McFarlane collection that I'd like to get out there. Some Indiana Jones stuff I'd like to look at. Let me know in the comments. Are you strictly a mint on card collector? Are you a mint and box collector? Normally this stuff doesn't bother me, but this is one collection that I do like to keep on the card. So it's a little disappointing, but they did a great job at taking care of me. I do want to stress that. Also, let me know what you guys think of McFarlane. I'm a huge Batman fan. I'm not a completionist with McFarlane, but they do have a lot of pieces that I like that I'm going to share coming up. And I hope I didn't ramble too much here, but thanks for watching. I hope you guys all have a great experience with your stuff. Go hug somebody. Oh, and don't forget, don't go anywhere, just real quick. I don't know how I'm going to do the giveaway, but if you're an opener, I will come up with some type of contest. If you're a subscriber, you'll get your choice from one of these, and I will ship it out to you. Thanks again. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever. Take care.